Mr. Timothy, and welcome back to Gravy. Just kidding, this is Focus to See, the series where we unfortunately have to play all the paths in Hoi 4 that nobody does. Did I mention that today we get to play the fun nation of New Zealand, and the path nobody does as nobody plays as New Zealand? How am I supposed to pick the worst path that nobody does when nobody plays the nation? Yeah. New Zealand has an astonishing amount of paths to pick from. Just looking at them right now, I am just... oh, I don't know where to go. Realistically, they all suck. There's not a single thing in here that I would like to do. Not willingly, at least, but here I am. Saying willingly means that I'm here unwillingly. There's a man in the room. Just kidding, Timothy. Welcome back to New Zealand, the best nation that you can play in Hoi 4. And let me tell you why. As New Zealand, you get yourself an amazing amount of manpower. Combine that with your industrial might, and let's just say you're destined for great things across the globe. It just so happens that most of the time, though, you are left out of the globe on the map. But not today, because today I will show you the ultimate New Zealand fun time. First off, I guess we have to pick the path. First off, we're going to be picking the path we want to play. I guess switching ideology, that would be too much fun. So that wouldn't be fun at all. So we need to do the most fun available path we can, which is staying with the Commonwealth. It's just going to be a whale of a time. So obviously New Zealand got their focus tree in together for victory, which means we're not exactly we're poised for a great time, as all the nations in that DLC are just absolutely bussing, as the young'uns say. I'm just feeling absolutely skibbity about today's game. Now, one thing New Zealand has that no other nation in the game has is the SEMPLE tank. Look at that bad boy. It's gonna be our workhorse for this game. Oh, and also it's Big Brother, Big Bob. So, I'm not saying that any of these paths are bad, exactly, I would never say that. I'm a big New Zealand proponent. They are amazing, best nation in the game, but, if I was to say one of them isn't as best as the other best ones, might be the historical one. Overall, though, I think they're equally all the best. Wink. So I'm actually going to try something a little bit memey. I'm going to stay with the UK and then not do strength in the Commonwealth, but as soon as the commotion kicks off in Europe, I'm going to go down the Statue of Westminster and then go down the communist path. I'm just trying to claw something interesting together here, and I think just flipping to communism might be a really strong way to play historically. You see, we won't be able to empower the working class, but we don't really care about doing that. All we care about is simply flipping, and to flip, all we need is the laissez-faire, because if we do flip, we can go ahead and get the ideological thingamajib in here, and get 500 weekly manpower, which should be very nice for New Zealand, if you can't tell. And I reckon that we need to put together the SEMPLE. Look at that bad boy right there. We're gonna keep working on this bad boy, but for now we're gonna start producing even the most basic of little SEMPLE tank that we can. I say now, I actually can't. I only have one factory and it's making me a gun. Yeah, actually getting to the point where we can get an industry as New Zealand isn't great, because our mill factories are actually locked over here. That's where we get 2 of them and 2 sieves, and then we only get another 2 over here. So it's a lot of 70-day focuses just to get things rolling, but we've got nothing else to do, I suppose. I love New Zealand. I think I may need a priest in here pretty quickly. Oh, you know what? Since I got a whole bunch of political power hanging around, I'm going to go ahead and send a attaché over to China as well. We'll get ourselves a bit of extra XP coming in. That way, I guess when things do kick off, we should have some pretty good tanks. Oh, I actually get 2 mill factories here as well, so that's pretty good. Then we get another 2 there and another 2 there. So we get 6 in total. That actually isn't too bad. It's not great, but it's going to take me a while to get an industry going, put it that way. On top of that, if I end up actually losing some of these SEMPLE tanks in a battle, it's definitely going to be felt through the entire nation. There we go. The first SEMPLEs are being birthed out of the ground like the Urukai right now. And yeah, hit that off your iSorrowproductions Bingo New Zealand. First Lord of the Rings reference has been made. Okay, September 1938, and we may have ran out of places to build already. Don't worry though, I do have our region-wide industrial integration we can keep clicking, and I have plenty of political power, so I'll be clicking it quite a bit. Okay, so the Bob SEMPLE divisions are being made currently. I don't know if they'll be ready by the time things, well, by the time we need them, let's put it that way. So we will have to sit back for a little bit, but that's fine. Because as soon as things do kick off, I'm very quickly going to have to change government. Okay, we can also do the Maori volunteers as well, which will allow us to actually request control of Pacific Islands, and then eventually we can do Unite Polynesia, I believe. I think we might have to get something up to Japanese, but I can't remember, because who the hell plays New Zealand? And, yep, officially currently out of things to build, so I'm going to have to wait for my tech to catch up. I guess we'll build a couple defenses, huh? You never know. You know what, actually, I'm just going to pre-build up North Africa for my allies, because I know full well that I'm going to forget about it later, and then they're going to collapse, because that's what happens when I play attached to the damn UK. There we go. Perfect. Already asked the British for some islands. Now I guess I can ask France. Surely France will also give them me, right? Of course they will, because they love me very much. Australia, I'll take your islands too if you ain't gonna bother with them. Thank you very much. Okay, we've also already been called in, which is great. That means we are finally going to say enough is enough, Britain. Well, not really. We're still going to stick around. We're just gonna go a bit radical. Oh, well, my two little Bob SEMPLEs are ready, and we're gonna go ahead and send them over to Africa, where hopefully they'll still be in Africa by the time we get. All right, Leah Fair done. Now we can get Hahona Anderson, and they are gonna go ahead and slowly switch us over to communist, which will make us way more powerful in the manpower department. All right, the Bob SEMPLE should do really well. The only issue we have is supply over here, but as long as we are having a little bit more supply than the Italians currently look like they're having, we should be fine. Yeah, if we can also get Tobruk as well, that'll cut a whole bunch of their supply as well and give us even more. And that should do it for North Africa. Just realized I have new islands, which means I have new factories to build. Completely forgot about that one. Can't really imagine just popping down to the Gilbert Islands and being like, hey, you know what you disunited amounts of islands need? A Bob SEMPLE factory. So in case you're doubting the power of the Bob SEMPLE tank, there it is, rolling over the German panzer divisions. Look how square it looks. East Africa's looking a little bit more difficult, probably down to the fact we're trying to wheel the Bob SEMPLE up a mountain, and I don't think it was made for that. We're going to go ahead and tap Djibouti from the other side over here and make a push not through the mountain. Djibouti has been slapped. I'm just gonna go ahead and send the two cruisers I get from my focus tree over to the sea over here and see if I can raid them, because I don't know how the Italians are holding on in here. Oh yeah, that'll most certainly do it. Seems the British are doing the same thing, and then look at that, the supply is disappearing. I also have not got a single event to actually flip my party so far, which is great. I am almost there just from pure boosting alone though, which is it's nice, but it is taking a while. Oh yeah, and here come in the Japanese as well now. And to actually form Polynesia, I do have to take the Caroline Islands off them, which I'm not gonna do. I'll be real with you, I am not hopping on all these damn islands. Okay, there you go, 2% away, finally got an event, and we can now go ahead and flip. I missed out on so much manpower having to wait around for that damn thing, but there you go. Now we now get a ticking 500 weekly manpower. Oh, we also get a new leader and a new flag. It kind of looks like a North Korean hat. Oh, there you go. Finally broke into that province, and that is a whole bunch of Italians not leaving Africa. Okay, I'm not too sure what my strat's gonna be for Japan. I think I might do the old classic of merely ignoring them and hoping they go away while we deal with Europe. I mean, I don't have a navy, so naval invasions are gonna be a little bit tricky, and I also have spec'd so hard into tanks that it's a bit late to swap. There we go. The Bob Simple has finally conquered the damn mountain. I don't think it could even get up the curb, but how it did the mountain, we'll never know. Okay, now I could go ahead, build some AMP tanks, but I think the issue there is going to be actually getting the AI to give me some naval supremacy across here. I think I've actually got some right now. Yeah, okay, so they've got their navy over there, but my stuff's not going to be ready for a while. So instead, I am building a few marines, and it's going to take me a while because I do have to wait for the manpower to trickle in. I am going to go up to our last conscription level. I won't be going any higher than that because that's where things start to go bad for New Zealand. And he wasn't going to do it. But here he is, hopping for islands. Yeah, I thought I haven't really got enough to take down Italy right now, so I might as well try and get these islands so I can unite Polynesia. Okay, question is, will this actually give me a considerable amount of manpower? It did give me a considerable amount of manpower. That's nice. Also, cool flag, I guess. And I reckon a whole bunch of that manpower is probably from Hawaii. I mean, they got almost 500,000 people over there. And then what we got over here, another 162k. So it definitely all adds up. And that should be good now for us to really go back to Europe and unleash the horde of my Bob Simples. Well, as soon as I have a few more of them, I guess. Okay, sorry for the big skip in time there. I was just simply doing a bit more building up, and as you can see, I did get an invasion in Italy. It did take a couple of attempts, but it's not anything you've not seen before, which is why I kind of skipped forward a bit here. Oh yeah, also, China's on our side. They've left the Chinese United Front, and Japan has been kicked out over there. So I might actually go back over to Asia and try to get a capitulation going on in Japan, since we've dealt with Italy. And there we go. Italy has decided to join our side because that's what they do. I think from here, we'll just go ahead, we'll take whatever army they have and leave them to actually defend the front line over here and then take the actual army back over to Asia. Safe to say that the Bob Simples are still pulling their weight, even though they are just light tanks, so we don't even have any armored in them. It's all still just pure motorized. They're doing pretty well, but we could reshape them a bit here. I think we've got a little bit of leeway, but we don't have a lot of Bob Simples in the back. We do need the AI to like suddenly appear and give us naval supremacy. They were here at like 48% a second ago, so it is possible, but I think we're gonna have to wait for a bit. Well, I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get involved in that one just yet. I think we'll do this one at a time. Oh, that does mean that they're pushing into North Korea though. That's not great. That's not good at all. Well, okay, now the Americans decide to give us a landing. You know what, we're just gonna send the Bob Simples over to there instead. Oh, I would say, watch something amazing right here, but there's actually not much of a Japanese army left, so I guess the magic of the Bob Simples kind of lost here. Although in a very strange way, I guess this is the precursor to the Japanese K-car. Look at those little square boxes go. She had like no damn points there, so there's nothing I could do, but I did put a Japanese communist government in the Kuril Islands, so watch out, Japan. Okay, once again, we are about to traverse the world back to a other theater. Oh, looks like my allies have made quite a bit of progress since I left, though. We've even got the Argentinians in Romania. To be fair, I can imagine being very embarrassed seeing the New Zealand Bob Simple roll up, laughing away at it, and then being very shocked as you are forced to run away. How does it work? We don't know, but look at those bad boys fly. Okay, Italy's capitulated, so I'm just gonna go ahead and run through southern France here with the old Bob Simples. They have not gone wrong yet. Yeah, the Simples are doing good work with the mighty powerhouse that is New Zealand that I'm enjoying playing so much and having so much fun with because they are so powerful, and I definitely didn't run out of focuses to do about 4 hours ago. It's just so much fun, guys. It's so much fun. Okay, pushing like this is very painful, but I'm just so done. Mostly, it's costing us a lot of Bob Simples because whilst they are doing a lot of damage, we are still just burning through them. Oh, I guess I didn't have to hell with the whole Germany thing. Oh, I forgot, actually, you guys are now just gonna therefore to the end. Yeah, if you can't tell from the top up here, I've not joined in on that little party just yet. Yeah, now to get a capitulation on the Axis, they do need to walk into Bulgaria. And that is either side, both of which will be down there, I imagine. Although it is very concerning with the sheer amount of units the AI has piled over there that they're not already there. I mean, they're literally defending against 1 or 2 tiles, and they, they haven't even thrown in, like, units in some of them, so I don't know what the AI is thinking. I have no idea how the AI always just struggles to finally take out Bulgaria at the end of the game, but here we are. I'm gonna have to spend the Bob Simple. Who would have thought it? It's actually not hard at all. There we go. Surprisingly, I got 172 points. I thought I'd have much less than that, even though this is literally pennies. Don't even know what to do, I'll be real with you. I had the Italians as a puppet, and I guess I can take something. Literally got like nothing there. I got this one province for myself just because you had a bit of steel in there, and then obviously I have Oceanic Italy, which is great for me, I guess. Oh, actually, I'm lying to you guys. I did have one thing, a jewel for the crown that is my empire. I have the Bismarck and the Hindenburg. Wait, this means I can actually finally go ahead and finish my focus tree. All it does is kick me out the allies now, which and then join the Comintern, and I think the Comintern might be on the losing side of this. Right, annexed Italy, and that will be all these brave Italian souls who bravely switched sides and betrayed the betrayed? That's not the word I was going to use. These brave Italian men will be joining the New Zealand army, to which we will then take it to Moscow. Just give me a minute. I love the damn fact that even if you annex Italy, you take their units, you still get stuck with their units they can't disband. I like to say these Bob Simples are in any way different to what they were when we were taking down the Axis, but they're not. It's 1949, and my corrugated steel metal box of doom on wheels cannot be stopped. I know we're kind of like ideological allies here, but I wasn't really that big on the whole communism thing the whole time. I found out that you guys give the weekly manpower bonus, and that's as far as my membership's really gone. Ooh, there we go. That is a lot of Russians stuck in Europe. There we go. There's a couple more. I'm not actually crushing any of these encirclements. I'm just getting them and then moving on to the next one. Oh, I was going to say I was going to race on to Moscow next, but I think I'll wait a few hundred years for that to clear up. Oh, well, I assume those nukes did their part because I only had to walk into Moscow and they capitulated. There's also nothing I really care about here. I'll be real with you. I also don't have many points, so we'll just see what we can get away with. And that is what we ended up with. Was it even worth clicking those provinces? No, not really. Certainly not too much to say here. We ended up with the Bobinator 4000, the final upgrade. Didn't really change that much. I just kept slamming more armor on this bad boy. Got up to 120, not bad. I didn't even put my final upgrades on my MIO either. The New Zealand Railway Company, they were making and churning out the Bobinator the entire time, and they weren't even actually working on it, which is quite funny. Well, there you go. Look at that fearsome little beast down there. I was thinking about maybe whacking in the Super Heavy, because you do get a bonus for that too, but the Big Bob just never came to fruition. Never really had the economy to do so. But look at that beautiful little thing. 2 Bobs just, I don't know, it's like back-to-back mating right there. It's like 2 dogs. Yeah, also really weirdly, there's just a part of it floating in the distance. You know, the Bobinator 4000 is something, but the Super Heavy Big Bob defies reality, apparently. Hey, but that was New Zealand. Again, there wasn't too much to show, but I hope adding the little challenge that we did at the end there by using pretty much the Bob Simple only, other than the couple Marines we used to land, turned out to something more fun to watch. Yeah, but for the focus tree, I have to say, it is definitely one of the worst in the entire game. This was horrendous, and that was going, kind of manipulating the focus tree in a way to kind of do something better by actually going communist in the democratic route, and that's still just terrible. Now this side over here isn't too bad. You do get a whole bunch of factories, you get a nice few buffs, but past that, like, just there is nothing to do over here at all. They did add in the requesting control of the Pacific Islands, which I think was one of their patches, which is pretty good. You do still have to take these islands yourself and then wait for the AI to even want to give them to you if they don't want to do it. And that's just so you can form the Polynesian thing that we did. And it did help out quite a lot, though. That is very nice. But again, not too much to do with the focus tree. Yeah, I would say that this needs an overhaul, but realistically, I don't think too many people be coming down here to play New Zealand now and again, do they? Maybe Australia should get a bit of a rework. But, you know, at the same time, this is absolutely abysmal. But hey, either way, we kind of had some fun there with the Bob SEMPLE Horde. Where the hell even are they? Oh god, we're just tracking back through Russia now, starving. I hope you enjoyed it too. And leave a like, subscribe down below if you did. But anyway, goodbye.